Descending the steps to Burnside Bridge.
Yes.
There it is, the bridge. Bloody battle took place here after they named it Burnside Bridge because the general's name was Burnside.
With the sideburns.
And
So now you call them sideburns because you got the big mutton chops. And now they're sideburns. Burnside, they switched it, now it's a sideburn. And there you get the name.
And this is the bridge that is his namesake. It was a different name before the battle took place, but since he was the victorious Union general, they named it after him.
All right, we got a plaque here. Maybe I could do a little commentary. This is pretty good here. It looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate, chocolate river. September 17th, 1862. This bridge was defended by the 2nd and 20th Georgia of Toombs Brigade and the 50th Georgia of Drayton's Brigade. The 20th Georgia was on the high wooded bluff immediately opposite the end of this bridge, and the 2nd and 50th Georgia, in open order supported by one company of Jenkins' South Carolina Brigade, continued to the line of Snavely's Ford up there. One company of the 20th Georgia was on the narrow wooded strip north of this point between the creek and the Sharpsburg Road. Richardson's battery of the Washington Artillery was posted on the high ground about 500 yards northwest, and Ewbank's battery on the bluff north and overlooking the bridge. The artillery on Cemetery Hill commanded the bridge and the road to Sharpsburg. At 9 a.m., Crook's brigade of the 9th Corps, moving from the ridge northeast of the bridge, attempted to cross it, but failed. Soon after, the 2nd Maryland and 6th New Hampshire of Nagel's brigade, charging by the road of the south, were repulsed, and at 1 p.m., the bridge was carried by an assault of Ferrero's brigade and the defenders, after a vain effort to check Roman's division, moving by Snavely's Ford on their right flank, fell back to the Antietam Furnace Road and reformed on the outskirts of the town of Sharpsburg. Thank you.
Fire when ready, Grizzly. Fire when ready.
I'm ready.
Ready. Well, I'll say a few things. We're about to set off, and this is the adventure of a lifetime. Once again,
Yes, we're at Matthews Arm in Shenandoah National Park. We had a couple rough nights, so we had to retreat to a hotel for a little bit because of the rain and the frigid temperatures. We didn't want to be that uncomfortable. However, the storm has passed. We have beautiful blue skies for the next couple days. We're finally setting off on the trail. We're very anxious to get out there. So we're gonna try and get about 6 to 7 miles in today. Our entire trip is gonna be about 22 miles. And then we'll be back to civilization. And we're gonna go for that in about 3 days. So we're gonna see you. Our destination today is gonna be Compton Point. We're gonna see you at the top. All right, we are approaching the AT, Appalachian Trail. That will be going southbound. We will be heading northbound. All right, we got about 3.8 miles to Gravel Springs, where there's a water source and a shelter. And I guess depending on how we feel, we're either gonna continue on to Compton Point, or for that shot, maybe we'll camp out at Gravel Springs. Either way, we don't have a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely a 10-0 day. No humidity, a nice breeze to keep us cool, and just loving it. Right? Exactly what he said.
Right on.
Onward.
see you on the trail.
And at the top.
Short armed.
That one going down to Georgia right here?
Yeah,
Well, we don't want to go that way.
we're going to Katahdin.
We're going to Katahdin.
That way.
Finish her
Main
up.
or bust.
That's it. And finally, the weather has broke, and it's
Nice and breezy.
this is good hiking weather.
I don't think you can ask
And
for
we
a
got-
better day.
Compton Point.
That looks a lot better there, Glenn.
What the
Everything.
this? You know,
You were like free.
yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah,
But
man.
I gotta say the weight distribution is a little off because now I'm using a little more of my legs, but it's a little more manageable and I ain't flopping back and forth. I think maybe midway might be for the tent.
It's my first white blaze of the day.
So it's a little harder. But it's not flopping around, which is making it easier. So it's a little bit of both. You know what are you gonna do? AT baby.
Here we are on the AT in Shenandoah. This is
Gravel Springs.
This is the first crossover of Skyline Drive we've encountered, which runs right through the park. And what do you think?
Look both ways before you cross the street.
I'm gonna do that right now. Nobody can look it up. Somebody-
Hogback Overlook is up there.
Thanks, Steve.
Got you covered, man.
You're awesome.
And we will continue on. Looking good.
Point 4 from the last marker.
Yeah.
We are on the Appalachian Trail, day number 2, Shenandoah National Park. We've done just a couple miles today. We're kind of over by Skyline Drive still, and we're going to be making our way to Wayland Park, or I think there's a shelter over there.
Wayside.
The Wayside Park, thanks Tez. Wayside Park, where we're going to hopefully set up camp. and have a day to relax instead of going like ballistic all the time like we do. So, you know, it is vacation and we are supposed to relax at some time. So that's what we're going to try and do a little bit later this afternoon. So I'm going to check in with you in just a little while. Stay tuned.
Somewhere below Compton Gap. Just slogging along here. Just got our water. Got a nice stream. Yeah, beautiful day. And day 2 on the through hike. AT.
All right, here we are, day number 3 out in Shenandoah Valley, or Shenandoah National Park, I should say. We're just waking up. We're getting ready to exit the park. We got about 3 miles left to our exit, and then we're gonna have to find a ride back to the vehicle. Right now, as you can see, we're over at Tom Floyd Shelter. We spent the night right down over there. We were very closed, confined, close to each other, almost spooning, but not quite. But, you know, we were kind of had just a limited space because there's nowhere to camp around here. So as usual, I had no sleep because of the snorkestra being conducted on the nightly basis.
Tom Floyd Wayside Shelter, everybody. Concluding our little 3-day jaunt into Shenandoah. Although we didn't get to stay here, we did get to enjoy snorkestra in the woods.
Yes.
A special performance. So now it's on to civilization after 3 days of this. And then the tooth.
Tooth. We are at Grayson Highlands State Park. It's kind of a rainy, misty day, a little chilly. This is the area where the wild ponies run free. We're getting reports that they're kind of hiding today because it is kind of foggy out and it's hard to see them. However, we got a beautiful trail we're going to try and traverse for a little while. This one's called the Rhododendron Trail, and we're going to see if we can find some rhododendrons along with the ponies. All right, we'll see what we can do. See you up there.
You guys are tangling
That
up
was
the
a
whole
big
trail
gaping
here.
hole right there.
What's that, Steve?
Yeah, it looks pretty,
Is that for kids?
Towards me. All right, we're finishing up the Triple Crown here. We're at the Dragon's Tooth, and we finally made it. It took us a year because we didn't make it here last year, but we made it here this year. So I'm gonna take you a quick look around here. It's beautiful. It's about 2.5 miles to get up here. Come on over here, Tess. Take a look over here. Beautiful rock formations, amazing. And we were rewarded with an absolutely stunning view of the area. I mean, look at those beautiful mountains. I don't think you're gonna get more of a majestic view of that. And we finally did it, the Triple Crown, completed. That's another one for the books. And our next stop, Trail Days, Damascus. We're gonna be reporting from there in just a little while. We'll see you there. And just like I promised, we're at the top. We are at the Lost Spectacles Gap. We're on our way to Dragon's Tooth. We're more than halfway there already. That first mile and a half or so went very, very quickly, even though it was quite of an incline. We don't have the backpacks that we had the last couple nights, so it's a little bit different. But we got Dragon's Tooth, 0.7. This last stretch is going to be a little strenuous. We have some rock scrambles and a little bit of climbing that we're going to be needing to do, so we're preparing for that and taking a little breath of fresh air. Also, if you notice, there's lots of campgrounds around here, something that we weren't aware of and something that we did not have on the Shenandoah National Park side of the trip. So there's lots of camping here, but unfortunately, we're not going to be taking advantage of that. All right, we'll see you at the top. We are at the beginning of our next hike for the day. Today we're going to be hitting Dragon's Tooth, which is going to complete our Triple Crown. Last year we hit McAfee's Knob and Tinker Cliffs, which was beautiful. We didn't have time to hit the Tooth, so we're about to embark on our journey. We got about 2.4 miles there and 2.4 back, so a total of about approximately 5 miles. Should take us maybe 4 to 5 hours to complete everything, and we're looking forward to it. So we're going to see you at the top.
Finishing the Triple Crown.
All right, we are wrapping up Shenandoah National Park today. We're on our last trip. This is about a 100-mile road that we're on, Skyline Drive. It's absolutely stunning, and you can see the beauty is just surrounding us at every step of the way. It's been a gorgeous, gorgeous couple days. Once the weather broke, we were having a great time. But I mean, this is unsurpassed beauty over here. I highly recommend Shenandoah National Park for anybody who wants to have a beautiful, beautiful hiking experience. We do have a couple things we're going to be coming up. We do have trail days right ahead, and we're going to see you over there. But come on, man, join me out here. We are in Damascus at the Trail Days festivities. Over here we are actually on the AT, the Appalachian Trail. This little section of the trail is reserved for some vendors. They have a lot of hiking enthusiast type of merchandise, everything from tents to sleeping bags to your hiking foods and other gear. So this whole row here for the next, I don't know, quarter mile is a bunch of vendors that are specializing in that kind of stuff for all the enthusiasts out here. But we got a good crowd here. You know, the weather keeps changing. We got sun, and then it looks like we got a rain cloud over there. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of been like that all weekend. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, we're having a great time here over at Trail Days 22, Damascus, Virginia. We are at Trail Days, and we're witnessing an actual country auction. This guy's doing a real good job.
We're going
Just like I
on.
promised,
Lot
we're
number
here.
4, Z-Pack backpack.
What do they got up next? I don't know,
Pencil
but it's a
headlamp.
bunch of stuff.
$210 value right up front. All right, now rolling down now. Everybody go 100 now. Everybody go 100 now. Everybody go. Everybody go. 50 bid. 50. 50 bid now. 50 now. Everybody go. Everybody go to 50 now. 55. 50. 55. Everybody go 5. Everybody go 55 now. 60. 50. Everybody get $50 on it. 50, 50, 60, now 70. 60 now, 70 now, you're out. 70 bid now, 60 out. Everybody goes 70, now 80, 80 and 90. 80, 90 bid. 80, 90, everybody get 90. Everybody, he's on at 80. You gotta be 90. 80, 90, 90. $100 on it. Do you want 100? 110, 100, 110, but you got 10, 10, everybody go 100 bid, 110. My way 100, gotta be 110. 100 now, 110, 120.
Short Arm Cook, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I have to say I feel good about being in America today. How do you
Good.
feel about yourself?
I feel good too. Thank you, Short Arm Cook.
Short Arm?